So next up now we're going to hear from Liz Spragg. She is co-founder and CEO of Golden Thread. Liz has partnered with the Bend Entrepreneur Lab to build an exponential startup with the mission of helping mental health professionals increase their passion and purpose while reducing burnout. Welcome, Liz.
Thank you. So first, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to EDCO and everyone for putting this on and everyone for coming. Tell me if I'm too quiet and just be like, push it up, Liz, push it up. We'll see how I do. I usually talk to people one-on-one. I would like to first, before I jump into Golden Thread, talk about Bend Entrepreneur Lab and how helpful it's been, kind of provide some color and illustrate how it's helped me. So first off, we're really based in this cool methodology called design thinking. And what I love most about it is that it's user-centric, really creative, fun, and collaborative. Also, the Haven co-working space is so beautiful. If you haven't been there, please go for a visit. It's inspiring, and it's just a really great place with brilliant minds and really kind and fun people. You'll hear me say fun a lot. It's important to me. And then Belle has helped me with business coaching and mentoring. This is my first time as an entrepreneur, so that's been really crucial for me. And just a quick example of a roadblock and what they did. I was running into a strategy issue, and we got a bunch of people in a room with a bunch of Post-it notes and Sharpies and whiteboards, and I left that meeting with concrete solutions and clarity and confidence. So yeah, okay, now me. Okay, I am Liz Spragg. I am a mental health counselor in town. I work mainly with teens and adults, a few kids here and there. My favorite modality is EMDR, if you've heard of that. And I got my master's here at OSU Cascades. And previous, I worked in nonprofit strategy consulting at a company called Bridgespan, that is a wing of Bain & Company. And before that, I went to University of Chicago and studied public policy. So, the problem that we are hoping to address with Golden Thread is the mental health crisis in the US. 1 in 3 US adults has depression or anxiety, and this number is just going up for a multitude of reasons. And then in terms of therapists, counselors, 1 in 4 of us quit in the first 2 years. And this is after spending tens of thousands of dollars on our master's program and blood, sweat, and tears. So it's a big sacrifice. So we're hoping to help empower therapists, reduce burnout, and ultimately help clients. So let me paint a quick picture for you of a therapist who might use our product. Maybe his name is Jim, and he has 20 to 30 clients on his caseload per week. He's pretty busy, he's rushing around, and normally between each client you have about 5 to 7 minutes, and you're thinking, okay, what did they tell me last week? Which intervention did we do? What step are we on? And where are we in the roadmap, in the treatment plan? You're maybe looking at some notebooks from trainings you went to and kind of scrambling to best prepare. And Jim, maybe he's a little tired. He had a fun weekend. He's like, I don't want to think about any of that. I'm just going to ask how their week was and a couple other deep questions. But insert the Golden Thread. The Golden Thread helps Jim know exactly where he is on the client's treatment plan. He knows summaries from maybe months of sessions with his client, and he's just really ready, prepared, excited, and he feels like therapy is fun again. And he's just passionate about his work and making change. So our solution is a software tool that would have a roadmap component to it, as well as note-taking abilities and summarizing. It's pretty fun. And how did we get to this product? Well, Belle was really helpful for this. We did, back in June, an ideation blitz, which meant putting 24 therapists in a room and just coming up with all the ideas we could and hearing about them and their problems. And then we moved to scenario interviews with kind of the top ideas that came out of the blitz. And then we narrowed in on a solution, and we've been interviewing a therapist, counselor, mental health professional, one after another and really editing our minimal viable product based on what their feedback is, because we want to build it so they'll buy it and it will help them. Right now, we have a click-through demo, and that's kind of where we are today. So in terms of competition, there are a lot of programs in the tech space or softwares that are trying to replace the therapist with AI. So like, have your own AI therapist. There's a company called Woebot doing this. And then there's also a couple players in the business-to-business space. So there's some tech tools, kind of like CRM, that help with scheduling, billing, and insurance compliance. But no one's really there for treatment planning, roadmap building. For me, it's chicken scratch in a notebook and a couple books highlighted. So yeah, it hasn't really gotten into the tech space yet. In terms of the market size, mental health industry is about $80 billion, and it's going to grow to 115 by 2030. So we think that even helping 10% of therapists would unlock a lot of value. In terms of the team, I'm owning the subject matter expertise. I'm working as a therapist and have a client load part-time and then work with this part-time. And then I'm working with Nicola, who's a seasoned entrepreneur and Stanford Business School coach. So how could you get involved? We really want to be a bend-first company. So if you have any interest and you're great at UI or UX or just want to be on our advisory board, we would love for you to come find us afterwards and find a way for you to get involved. And I'm also interviewing lots of therapists. I've extended my network. So if any of you are a therapist or friends with a therapist, we'd love to let them click through our demo and give us all of their feedback and tell us what they love and what they want to see more of. So yeah, thank you.
This is awesome.
Yay.
Yeah, so
Sorry, I'm
cool.
nervous.
No, you're doing great. I'm really impressed. And the other ideas of tech that you mentioned, Woebot, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
So thank you for being you, Liz. Good to have you here.
Yeah.
So I think this was just such a perfect way to launch BEL because now we get to see what it actually looks like in practice. And
Yeah.
so how did this conversation, how you just were telling them like, hey, this is a problem, and how'd you all connect?
How did we first
How'd you
come
connect with
together?
Nico?
So
Yeah.
Nicola and I are both alumni from Bain & Company. I was in the nonprofit wing, and he found me on LinkedIn and was trying to find his tribe.
I mean, LinkedIn is the hottest social media right now, is it not? Who saw that coming? It's like the
Yeah.
QR code and LinkedIn are just shocking me. Anyways, okay, how about other questions for Liz? Anybody have a question for Liz? So your demo that you have,
Yes.
like it's a therapist goes through it, it shows them what it would look like, what they could get out of it. So tell us a little bit more about what it looks like.
Okay, so there's 4 squares, and we've built it on this beautiful, nice app called Balsamic. So it's not our final product, it's our wireframes, essentially. We wanted them to click through it. So the 4 boxes, one of them leads to your client's roadmap, and you see all of the modalities as a therapist that you do. So I might click on EMDR for Johnny, and then know I'm on step 4. Well, within step 4, there's probably like 10 steps, and then I know I'm on step 3 within step 4, and that shows that. Yeah.
That's amazing. And so is this something you would use on your phone, iPad?
Right now we're
tablet?
building a mobile app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So you wouldn't be using it on like a big computer. You would just be...
We kind of wanted to be between the 5 and 7 minutes. A lot of therapists like
Yeah.
me run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So like, okay, coffee break, phone, bathroom. What's next?
And so when you think about this product being built all the way out, do you feel like it would help you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool. It's so exciting. Okay. Any other questions? I think we have time for one more. Does anybody have a question for Liz? Yes, Carrie.
It's not so much a question. I just want to say that, like, I would like an AI therapist about as much as I would like an AI boyfriend.
Thank you. Thank you, Carrie. If for those who did not hear, Carrie said, I would, this is complex, but she said, I would like an AI therapist about as much as I would like an AI boyfriend, and I also feel that way. And I bet you do too. Yeah, terrifying. It's like at that luncheon, we had all these good talks about AI, and now I'm like, I'm scared again. Shoot. That happened fast. Okay, any other questions? Okay, well, oh yes, here we go.
So you're carrying information about certain patients that you're working with. Is that shareable? I mean, because you may be referring someone to someone else. Like,
Yeah.
what how what do you
This is a great
how
question.
do you navigate privacy and HIPAA and all that stuff, but also um, do all that? This is a time saver and it's very efficient for you.
Yes.
So how do you get the benefits of being able to share without crossing lines on HIPAA and privacy?
Put him on your development team. There's a lot of good ideas coming out of
Love
this
it.
man. Okay, so he's asking a question like, if you wanted to add a shareable component, so you could make a referral to another doctor, how do you comply with HIPAA? What's the privacy plan? It's kind of a, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would just follow what already exists for kind of the CRMs out there. The CRMs can have apps on the phone as well, so you just have multiple codes to get in, multiple passwords to make it HIPAA compliant. We always want privacy to be number one, so it would definitely be HIPAA compliant. And then, yeah, the shareable aspect would be the client has to sign a release of information, just like anything through the other CRMs.
Okay, great. So we're going to need an update from you. Yeah, so please stay in touch. Thank you for coming tonight. This is
Thank
so awesome. I'm
you.
so excited for
Yay!
you. Well done.